Alright, see, we've got, who do we have? We have Luna and Sophia. And are they both right?
No.
Or is one of them right? Or are they both wrong?
Luna is correct because she correctly multiplied 6 and B. But Sophia put 6 and A instead of 6 and B like a dumb.
Okay, so Sophia got her letters switched, right? Luna's also wrong.
I'm getting there.
Oh, you're getting there? You said she was correct.
I said she was correct on the second.
Oh, you said she was correct about the variables. Okay. What'd she do wrong then?
Should be.
Well, let's not use that word. That's kind of rude.
She did not follow the sign.
What sign did she get wrong? Oh, right here on the 24? There you go. I see it now. Okay, so neither one of them is correct. So let's see. What did Luna do wrong? Luna incorrectly multiplied -6 and 4, right? Alright, and what did Sophia do? Very good. So Sophia switched the variables. There we go. Are y'all okay? Easy stuff? Alright, so we got to finish what we started yesterday. And then we got a few more problems to do. Then we got one or two of us, I think, that have checkpoints and quizzes to finish up. And then we'll call it a day, okay? You're done, yeah. It's called getting everything done early.
When you say page 13 to 14,
It's the long problems. They take up only 2 per page. Alright, so we've got to finish this one up from yesterday, okay guys? If you have like 3 different colors, it might help you to grab those 3 different colors, okay? Alright, so first thing we did was we compared these two, the first two together, right? And then we've got these 2 equations. And then we set them up on top of each other. And now we can do like we did with our quiz, and we can get rid of one of these letters and figure out what the other letter is equal to. So which letter do you want to solve for? The Y's or the Z's? I'd probably do the Z's, yeah. Alright, what would you need to multiply this by? How much? 8. There you go. Alright, so let's multiply that. That'd be 40Y minus 8Z is equal to 200, right? And then we're just going to bring this other one down. Alright, how do we get -8 and +8 to cancel out? Yeah, add them. Very good. So 40 plus 2 is 42. -8 and +8 is 0. And 200 plus -32 is 168. Divide, and how much do you get? How much? 4? Okay, well now we know what Y is, right? Y'all good with that? Okay, guys, this is not something where you can lollygag and be on your phones or not taking notes with us. This stuff is not easy, okay? Is not easy at all. Peyton, I love your costume. I just realized that. I'm sorry. You turned around and I was like, who is that? That's awesome. Looks good. It's Peyton. She just looked different because of her costume. It's pretty awesome.
no, he was asking about the costume.
Her costume looks like she's from Greece. What's that girl's name? Sandy from Greece. Is that who you are, Peyton? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we're going to plug in the 4, right? So we need to plug in, now look guys, we need to plug in this Y somewhere to where we only have one other variable. So I don't want to plug it in here because I've got 2 other variables. There you go. I can plug it in one of these 2, right? Are y'all okay with that? Alright, so let's plug it into this one. So we have 5y, or not 5y, excuse me, 5 times 4, and then minus z equals 25. Kenan, I'm going to fix that paper today so it's not going to bother me anymore, okay? Y'all ready? Alright, so that's 20 minus z equals 25.
Would you make that, would BZ, would Z be negative 5 then?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's already at
Because we're gonna,
negative
yep, we're gonna subtract and we'll get positive 5 and divide and we get negative 5. Beautiful. Alright, so then I have two variables now. I know x, y and I know z. So where do I need to plug back into to find x?
The first,
One of the original ones, right? The top one's probably going to be the easiest one. So let's plug into the top one. So let's see, that'll be x plus 2 times 4. We got to find out what x is.
X plus 8
And then x,
plus
let's see, minus 5 is equal to 10. That's plus 8 minus 5 equals 10.
So I remember with Braden. Braden and them were cleaning up this thing.
Clean up what?
The parade. Baseball team's up there cleaning up.
During class?
I believe so. Last year, I used to be baseball players. They were hauling on the whole parade.
Oh, yeah.
They did it last year.
Well, a note to a teacher would be nice. Alright, so we said 8 minus 5, right? Y'all okay? And then we subtracted, and what did you get?
X plus 7.
Beautiful. Alright, now, you got one big, huge, honking order pair. Which one goes first? X is 7. Then what?
So,
Y is 4, yep. Then Z is negative 5. Yes, this is the one where if you would graph it, it would come out toward you. You have one X and Y going up this way, one Y going that way, and then the X would be popping out. This is how you do 3D stuff.
right.
So like if you're doing a computer program with all your like games and things like that, that's to make them 3D looking, they would use the extra variable like that. Yep, so it'd be popping, we'll see, it'd be backwards, negative 5. Not popping out, popping back. Alright, number 2, here we go. Let's take this real slow, you ready? Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to compare the first two, and then we're going to compare the second two, okay? Alright, so let's write those down. We're going to compare the first two. We're not going to do anything with it yet, though. We're just going to write it down. And then we're going to compare the second two by writing them down. Y'all okay so far? Okay. Alright, here we go. You have to eliminate the same variable from both sets. Does that make sense to everybody? Alright, which one do you want to eliminate? Which one's probably going to be the easiest one? Either the y or the z. Either one's going to be the easiest because the y's you'd only have to multiply 1 and the z's. Let's do the z's because you only have to multiply that by 2, okay? So on the first one, you need to multiply the bottom one by 2. And on the second one, you need to multiply the top one by 2. Are y'all okay so far? Okay, let's do some multiplying and let's rewrite this stuff. Look up here when you get finished and make sure you get the same thing I did. Okay? Alright, how do we get rid of the z's on the first one? You add. And how do you get rid of them on the second one? You add, right? Okay, so let's do that and see what we get. Y'all okay with that? Alright. Then what do I do to those two equations I just got? You stack them up on top of each other, right? We compare them. So we'll have 9x plus 5y equals 12, and 5x plus 6y equals 26. Okay? Okay, Gage? Okay. I'm just kind of looking at it funny, so I didn't know if I lost you. Alright, which one do you want to get rid of? The x's or the y's? Yeah, I'd probably do the y's, make smaller numbers. Alright, so what number does 5 and 6 both go into? 30. So we're going to make 5 30 by multiplying by 6. And we're going to make 6 30 by multiplying by what? 5. There you go. So let's multiply those. We get 54. What, baby? Huh? Okay. Alright, check it when you get done. See if you got the same thing I did. Alright, so how would we get the 30s to cancel out? You'd subtract them, okay? So we have 54 minus 25. Then we have 30 minus 30. And then we have 72 minus 130. So now we figured out what x was, right? Are y'all okay? Alright, so then we've got to plug it back in. So now we're going to just work backwards. So if you set up your steps right, we're literally going to go from here to here, back to here. We're just going to go backwards, okay? Alright, so you're going to take this -2 and plug it into one of these two. Which one do you want to plug it into? Doesn't matter. 5x plus 6y? Okay. Alright, so we're going to do 5 times -2 plus 6y is equal to 26. Alright, y'all get y equals 6? Alright, and then we're going to work backwards. So we get our answer here, and then we work back to these two, and then we work back to the original 3. So which one would be the easiest one in the original 3? Probably the second one. I'd do that one. So let's see, we have 2, and we know what x is, plus we know what y is, minus z equals 5. Y'all get -3? Sweet. Alright, so what's our answer? Perfect. Okay, let's try this in steps on number 3. Ready? First thing I want you to try on number 3 is I want you to set up your two different equations. So really you should have 4 equations. And eliminate the first variable. Let's make sure we can set it up and eliminate the first variable, okay? Let's try this step by step. Yes, try number 3 step. Just one step at a time, okay? Just set the 2 equations up and see if you can eliminate the first variable. That's it. Then we'll take another step there. Set the 2 of them up. See if you can eliminate the first variable. there's my setup real quick if you want to make sure you get the same thing. And what letter did y'all eliminate? Y, X, okay. Ooh. I'm going to eliminate X. If you did Y, whoever did Y, you get the same final answer. Okay? And if you don't, come let me know and I'll see what's wrong. Okay so far? And then you set them on top of each other? Did you get something like that? If they don't equal? Okay, did you get something like that, even though you did? Oh, you're still working on it? Does anybody need me? So if you can get something where they're not equal to each other, okay? You need it looking good, looking good. Yeah, you can set these two on top of each other. Anybody having an issue? All right, if you think you got it, go on number 4, see what you can do. If you think you got it, go on number 4. That's right. That's right.
So that's just a no solution?
That's just no solution, yes, sir. Well, if we wouldn't call it a no solution, what kind of graph would it be? What would we call it? Inconsistent, right? Because then there are two parallel, we call them inconsistent, but no solution is the same thing, Ken. It means the same thing. Ooh, what about number 4? What about that first guy? Ooh, if you don't have any money, how much money do you have? 0. So if I don't have a y, what do I write?
0.
So you write 8x plus 0y minus 6z equals 38. Alright, and then line the other one up. Because see, you've got to do that as a placeholder. You've got to line that 5 up with somebody, okay? What does that say? Equals 5? I wrote all over it. Now I can't see. Is that 5? Okay, thank you. All right, which one do y'all want to get rid of? X, Y, or Z? X, okay. All I did was set them up. Did y'all get those two equations? Okay, so when I set my 2 up, I'm going to get rid of my y's. Are y'all okay with that? Get rid of y's? So the 20 and 25 goes into 100. So y'all just keep going and check your work as you go, okay? Keep going. She gets D as negative 1. Go backwards. Alright, and I'm going to plug that negative 1 into one of these two guys. Let's see, I'm going to do the negative 25, but you don't have to. You can do a different one. gonna get y equals 0? Okay, alright, let's see. I'm gonna plug it into the bottom one.
Wait, you just plug Z into the very top?
Up here? No, because you've got too many variables. You have to plug it.
Very.
Oh. Yeah, you could have actually. Yeah.
So X is gonna be that? I got that.
I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Where am I plugging it? 10 times y. Hold on. You get 4. All right, so what would be your ordered pair? Perfect. Very good. Are y'all okay? Kind of, sort of, ish, a little bit. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We have checkpoints that we need to finish up. Some of us have quizzes in the tray we need to finish up. So we're gonna finish those this morning. If you have a checkpoint or if you have a quiz, they're in the tray. Let's go finish those up this morning.